Hi, I'm Roxanne Gould. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome also. Today is a topic about weight control, and I'm not talking about what you eat. I'm going to talk about how you eat what you eat. Let's get started. So as many of you know, I'm an international fashion model, and as you also know, models need to maintain their weight to maintain their job. Unless you're a plus size model, then it's a different issue. But typically, clothes sizes that designers have you wear are around size 4. And women's sizes can fluctuate with different times of the month or different phases in life or just as you age in general. And I want to share today about 7 tips that hopefully will help you if you're interested in maintaining your weight if you like it, or helping you lose some poundage without too much suffering if you want to lose weight. So the first tip is very obvious, but it needs to be said, and that is to serve yourself a smaller portion. This way you don't have to change your diet or shop for food that you've never shopped for before and have to change your palate to incorporate new tastes and some tastes you might not like. This way you can stick with the food that you like, but just serve a smaller proportion. You can even make it look visually larger by spreading it around on your plate so your plate looks full. It's just not as thick. And that way you won't feel like you're skimming because the plate will still look full. I mean, is that not simple? You're just tricking yourself. But that tip, included with some of the other tips that I'll give you, will make sense. So hold on. All right, first tip, serve yourself smaller portions. Second tip is once you're at the table and you've used your fork to give yourself a mouthful of food, you put that fork down and you let go. You leave it on the table. You do not touch your fork and you chew. This will help you to slow down. That's really important because when you're slowing down, you're not consuming as much and you're not eager to dip into the next mouthful before you even finish the food that's in your mouth. So that brings me to the third tip, which is to chew slower. And really break down the food in your mouth with your saliva. Really mix it up well. Really masticate, chew, thoroughly saturate the food with saliva so that when it hits your stomach, it's almost in liquid form. This will help the digestive acids in your stomach break down the food more simply, more quickly, and you'll be able to know when you have reached your capacity, when you are full, when you have enough nutrition. When you're chewing quickly and the food ends up in your stomach kind of in whole pieces, chunky, your stomach, the acids have to work harder and they don't get digested as properly or as thoroughly. And you don't get the signals to your brain saying, okay, that's enough, I've had enough food. It just takes longer for the whole process. Meanwhile, you're consuming more because you don't feel full. So the simple trick of putting your fork down will help you chew longer, be a little more conscientious when you're eating, slow it down, chew more thoroughly, and this will help your body register when you've had enough food. I've noticed that generally slimmer people eat more slowly, and larger people eat more quickly. And this has to do with chewing and with everything I just said about the digestive juices. In East India, there's an expression, chew your liquids and drink your solids. So even chewing your liquids is doing yourself a favor because you're also mixing in the digestive juices with drinks. Not so much water, but if you have like a smoothie or any other drink that needs to be broken down with your juices, with your saliva. And you also might want to count how many times you actually chew a mouthful. Like if it's under 10 chews, that's not enough. Try hitting maybe 20 chews or more for each mouthful. Then you know you're going to be drinking your solids. All right, another tip. This one I really like. This one's my favorite because it just really works for me psychologically. After I finish a meal, I brush my teeth. It's like when you go to a dentist to get your teeth cleaned. They are so clean, you don't want to eat for a long time. You know what I mean? Same thing at home after a meal. Get that nicely cleaned feeling in your mouth, and you won't be so quick to snack after a meal because you went through that whole process of cleaning your teeth, and your teeth feel so clean. You want to leave it like that. So that helps eliminate snacking. Drinking water is a great way to fill up and cleanse the body, so I highly recommend that for weight control. It gives you a nice full feeling. And at the end of the day, see everything you've eaten and everything you've drank as a buffet, and see how you react to that. Does it look like a lot? If so, see where you think you might be able to cut down the next day with your consumption. It's very interesting to imagine everything that you're going to consume in one day spread out on a table. Sometimes it can be quite overwhelming to think that you're going to consume that much, or that you did consume that much. It's an observation of your eating habits that might help you shift them up. The last trick that has helped me is when I'm hungry, I look at hunger as my friend. You might want to try this too. Whenever you are feeling hunger and you are driven to eat something quickly because you're very, very hungry, when you have extra weight to lose, you might want to stop a moment and consider those feelings of hunger in your stomach as something that's really good for your body. It's like your body is working for you to clean up all the excess and cleanse your intestinal tract and burn those extra calories, and just helping your body function properly, because you got to clean out the old to bring in the new. So of course you have to use your common sense when you're really hungry, and you have to eat. I don't want you to get faint or anything, but if you do have a lot of weight that you're trying to drop and you're dealing with those feelings of hunger, try to embrace those feelings, and try to realize that it's your body working for you to strengthen your whole digestive tract. And like Mark Twain says, the best seasoning for food is a good appetite. So I hope this helps. Please know that I love you. God bless you.